Just a dude who drives a Mustang really fast up a hill. My name's Tony Brakohiapa. That's how you spell it. So this is my second attempt at the mountain, and I'm familiar with Pikes Peak because I grew up in Colorado, and as a kid I always remember watching Rod Millen and all the guys going up the hill, and back then it was dirt. And I always wondered, if I'd ever get a chance to do it, not really thinking I would. And now we're here 2016 and I'm doing it again. So it's pretty awesome. I mean, this event is very unique because of the mountain, but also because of the time. It's a national park, so we can't just go up and run whenever we want. We have to do it early in the morning. We're waiting in line in the gate at like 3:30 in the morning. Practice starts at 5:30, and then we run till 8:30, and that's it. Honestly, of course, I can't be here without Dave from Armageddon, the guys at Garrett, ACT, Cortex, Pikes Peak Racing, all the guys and all the companies you see behind me are all integral to make me get here. So we had a bit of a challenge because I had a little off on Tuesday morning, last run. It was my 5th run, things were feeling really good, and I got a little bit of a tire lock up into turn. It's the left-hand hairpin after double cut. So you guys go onto the map and you can find that. And didn't get it quite slowed up enough, started to take the corner, still a little bit too fast, and then just kind of dropped off the edge. Honestly, it wasn't that fast, but the difference between the road and the ditch was pretty significant, so it was the weight of the car hitting the rocks that kind of did the damage. So 36 hours later, car's fixed. We got to qualified 3rd, which is amazing. I'm very happy about that, considering I almost didn't get to qualify at all. But again, the key part to that was, of course, Dave had come up. He literally drove up from New Mexico, brought his own Mustang up here, sacrificed some pieces that we needed off it to fix my car, which was huge. That made all the difference in the world, and that's like priceless. I can't even say. That's like grassroots motorsports, do whatever it takes to help people out. So I really appreciate Dave doing that, and things are looking good. So one day at a time. So the reason I am using turbochargers is because of the elevation that we have to deal with. This is my eBay Motors car that was supercharged. Blew my motor in testing. It was 2014. Car wasn't ready, had to back out. 2015 came around and I had found Dave Rockow, is that right? I suppose Dave Rockow, Armageddon Turbo Systems. I did some Googling and I knew about a couple other systems out there, and Dave's was by far the best. So I called him up out of the blue, right, Dave? Said, hey, my name's Tony, done some drifting, gonna do Pikes Peak, I need a turbo system, I'm gonna get a Ford Racing Coyote motor, blah, blah, blah. And he was awesome in helping me with his system. So that's what you guys may or may not see here on my left, your right. And it's been awesome. I am one of the most powerful cars on the mountain. I think that's safe to say. About 1,100 to 1,200 horsepower at sea level. So we haven't dynoed the car here at elevation, but it's still quite a lot. And I can tell you that when I'm near the summit, shifting to 3rd gear, the tires are breaking loose. So I think that's a good measure of how much power I have. So I've got the GTX 3076Rs from Garrett. They're awesome. They just have been doing everything I expect. And again, in addition to Dave's manifold system and intake and everything out, it's a perfect match. Bob Campbell's amazing. I don't know where I'd be without Bob Campbell. So he told me to give him a shout out, so I'm doing that. But of course, Mark, I call him Mark Jr. or Canadian Mark Pulowski, and he's also part of Pikes Peak Racing, and Rob, the owner of Pikes Peak Racing, has been amazing. Rob, thank you so much for letting us use your facility and letting you use your equipment, and it's been amazing. So I'm glad to have met you, and really appreciate the support. That's about it, guys. We have Romain Dumas, for all my sports car fanatics out there, literally feet from me, working on their car. And he just won Le Mans. So I stayed up for probably 12 out of the 24 hours of Le Mans, and he won, and now he's right next to me, and we're high-fiving and speaking French, sort of. Yeah, parlez-vous français? Not really. But more importantly, it shows you the mystique the prestige, the challenge of Pikes Peak. I mean, Romain Dumas just won 24 Le Mans. I mean, he just won the greatest endurance road race ever created. But I think that shows you how special it is. And of course, I'm honored to be, you know, in the same room with these guys. So I'm just learning as much as I can. So hopefully this won't be my last time doing it. I hope to do it more and see how it goes in the future. 1-1 for the Gipper.